Welcome back, I'm Lorenzo. Today I wanted to give a little low buy update. We're about a month into my low buy shopping challenge. And again, mine was mostly for my wardrobe. That tends to be where I spend the most, or at least get the most items. If you're not familiar with my videos, I mostly make style and kind of thrifting videos. I really like personal style and it's just creatively dressing while still being realistic. My clothes have to function, you know? I also try to buy most of my clothes secondhand when possible. So I have been thrifting for, I don't know, maybe a decade at this point, and I have always loved thrifting. But I do feel now, as I'm nearing 30, that I have really collected so many clothes and I've decluttered so many times. And at this point, I'm really ready to simplify my wardrobe instead of collecting more things to try. I feel like I am much more solid in my vision for what I like to wear, what my style is, and I know I like to try things here and there, but I don't want to I just want to like clean slate for this year. So my personal low buy rules were only buying 5 new items for my wardrobe, and I was limited to only getting one thrifted item a month. So that's a total of 17 items that I can get. Jewelry, I'm limiting to only 5 items. I still want to pick up a couple things. I don't feel like that is fully settled for my jewelry collection, but I want to limit the items because I want to focus on getting higher quality pieces. So that's the gist. But I'm coming from thrifting, a couple times a month and picking up at least a few items a month. So restricting it to only one item has been difficult. I have gone thrifting twice this month and I didn't buy anything, which I was like, wow, amazing. But because everything's so inexpensive, like I used to shop based on my budget, right? So I'd say, oh, I can spend up to $20 or up to $50 this month, and that would be my thrifting budget. And that can sometimes equal like many items depending on sales and things like that. So I'm very used to being able to pick up a new thing and try it out and always have something new to me to wear in my wardrobe. So this month that didn't happen, and after I made my first low buy video, I immediately wanted to take it down off my YouTube channel and not limit my thrifting. I'm okay with limiting my buying new to 5 items. I think that's something I can manage and do. But not thrifting is scary. Like, I know I still get one item a month, but it's so much less than what I'm used to, and I just felt so constricted and like I was missing something that was like a reliable thing that I could do to make myself happy. And yeah, just immediate regret with my plan for this year. But I stayed strong. I just decided to continue because in reality, I already have so much. Like, I already have so many items. Like, I feel like if I want to let myself thrift again, I need to find new homes for things I'm not wearing. So there's definitely motivation to declutter a little bit, but I'm not going to add additional pieces other than my low buy limit. So yeah, definitely immediate regret, didn't want to do it. I think after filming a thrift video and trying out a bunch of stuff and seeing so many things, I'm like, wow, if I wasn't on this low buy, I probably would have bought this because it was a good price and it was something that I could really see myself wearing. And then I didn't buy those items and I still have them in my mind, but I know they weren't exactly what I was looking for. They were just very close. And that's what I've been trying to avoid. So having this limit to only get one item has put so much pressure on that item that it needs to be like exactly what I want. So in that way, I think having this thrifting limit is extremely successful. I know I'm only a month in, but that pressure on that item to be perfect in order for me to buy it is like exactly what I've been wanting to do for shopping. I feel really good about that, even though it's painful. Like, even though the first couple weeks were kind of painful, knowing that I wasn't gonna be getting anything unless I find that one perfect item. Yeah, it's great. Also, instead of just like getting whatever I happen to find at the thrift store, I'm making more of a wish list of very specific items. So my current wish list is kind of just like on a Google slide, and I really want to stick to that because those are the pieces I've identified as not having an option for in my wardrobe, and I just don't want to add duplicates of other things, which is what I feel like I do a lot when I'm thrifting, because it's quite easy to find the items that I already have because I already found them, right? Stuff like, like a wool or a cashmere sweater I can typically find in a slim fit, but it's very hard to find oversized versions of those that are actually like flattering and not just like looking way too big. Button ups are really easy to find, so I know I don't need those. I have so many button ups, like I don't need more. But yeah, finding those other items that are actually on my wish list are more difficult. So that helps in a way that I won't be picking up a bunch of stuff, especially since I only have a one item limit. Another reason why I wanted to do this low buy is because I wanted to take some of my time away from thinking about clothes, shopping for clothes, looking at clothes online, planning for clothes, just like all of those things wrapped up into thinking about style and fashion all the time, which I love thinking about, and I still put time to thinking about because I love it. But I was also able to take some of that time and put it into other pursuits that I've been wanting to do. I've read 3 books this year already, and for me, that is a massive accomplishment. I think last year I read maybe 5 books. So yeah, I'm wanting to read more, and it's actually happening because I have that extra time to dedicate to reading. I've also been trying to use up more of my craft materials that I've accumulated over the last decade, and I have been successful in doing some of that. I crocheted a couple of shawls that I can wear outside but also around the house. Like this one I wear at my desk at work all the time, and it's just lovely. And I wouldn't have taken the time to look up how to make this, which is really easy. I don't know why I had such a stubbornness against wanting to do that. I probably would have just tried to thrift something like this or buy something like this off Etsy, but I just made it, and that's awesome. I used up yarn I already had, and it's so cozy, and I can make it to my exact size that I like. So this one was awesome. It was my first one trying out the pattern, which was only supposed to be a headscarf, but I just kept making it bigger and bigger, and I also have a bit chunkier yarn. And then I decided to make another one because I had this wool chunky yarn, and I thought, oh, I could make another one that would be perfect and maybe better suited for outside. And I love this color, and so I made another one. This one's a little smaller. I used all the yarn I had, so I ran out of yarn a little bit, but I still like the way it looks. I also gave this one a tie so that it would stay on really easily. And I think it's just so darling. And it looks so nice over my outerwear, so it's like a scarf. I don't know, I don't think this is groundbreaking. It's a shawl, People have been wearing this for so long, but I just haven't worn anything like this. And I feel really good because I used up stuff I already had. I didn't buy anything new. And I'm making a wearable fashion piece that I would have probably just bought new. So I'm just proud of myself for doing that. I have still been browsing ThredUp and Etsy and other shopping sites, but there's never a time when I see something that I'm so obsessed with. Everything on there is just nice. When I find nice quality pants, nice quality blazer or something like that, I just don't have a desire to actually pull the trigger and buy it. So that's, I don't know, nice, I guess. I find with ThredUp I don't buy things unless I'm buying several things so that I don't have to pay shipping. And since I'm limited to one, I just don't want to pay shipping, so I don't want to buy the item. Nothing is on there and that I want enough to pay shipping. And if that is the case, then I know I really don't want that item because shipping's not that expensive. Overall, pretty good start. It is winter though, and I don't tend to shop a ton in wintertime. It's more the transitional seasons like spring and fall that I tend to pick up more items. I also have a few trips planned already in the first couple months of the year, so That's also a time that I tend to maybe try to pick things up for the trips or while I'm on the trip. So definitely gonna have to look at that. But so far, I've been feeling pretty content with my wardrobe. Obviously, I have things on a wish list, but for the most part, there's things that I can wear every day that I like wearing. I think that's about all my thoughts on low buy so far. Let me know if you're doing a low buy challenge or a no buy and how you're doing so far. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. I make videos every week about fashion, style, thrifting, and now I'm doing a low buy year, so there will be videos every now and then about that as well. Hope you all have a fabulous day, and I'll see you next week with another video. Tschüss!